and we're live.
We're live.
Smashcast number 51.
51.
Here we go, baby.
Here we go.
Today is November 21st.
Yeah.
And I still haven't uploaded 50. So
That's okay.
there it is.
It's okay.
Instagram gets it first.
That's a forcing function
Yes.
for people to join Instagram first.
That's
or
right.
look at it on Instagram
You
first.
hear that? You hear it here
Yes,
first.
hear it here first.
We have the mics going, so
Yep. These are
hopefully
good mics,
you can hear us good on the gram.
Yep.
But it's November 21st, and we have a lot to talk about today.
So what do we got coming up in terms of events?
Okay.
Let's talk about that first.
So
What do
let's
we got?
talk about. Okay, so recently we just partnered up with Level Up Physical Therapy.
Okay.
With Dr. Evan Bishop.
Cool.
He's the owner and CEO and the physical therapist at the clinic.
Nice.
We're going to have a first pop-up event this Tuesday, November 26th,
Okay.
from 2 to 6 p.m. For free consultations for
Okay.
you to meet and greet.
That's
And
cool.
he's also going to be setting up dry needling for starting at $45. Okay?
That's very
If you
cool.
guys haven't done dry needling,
I
look
never
it up.
have.
Look
Yeah.
it up.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Cool.
Good for inflammation. Good for any kind of muscle stiffness, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you're interested, let me know. Let's book your time. I'm going to start coming up with a kind of like a time slot for him.
Okay.
I'm trying to get him at least 3 people.
Cool.
I'm going to be one of them.
What are the time slots? So are they 15 minutes, half hours, hours?
Probably
Like,
half
help me
an hour.
understand.
Probably
Okay.
half an hour
Okay.
slots.
Okay.
With maybe 15-minute buffers.
Okay. So if
and
you're
then-
interested, then let us know.
You have to let us know, and then I'll send you. We'll figure it out. But if you're interested, I'm compiling the names now.
Cool.
And then we'll get you a time slot between 2 and 6.
Cool.
Evan has been a physical therapist in Las Vegas Valley for over 10 years.
Nice.
And a combined experience of over 16 years in the industry. So this guy
Nice.
knows what
That's
he's
fun.
doing.
This is cool. Very cool.
Yes.
All right, Tuesday.
Okay, that is Tuesday.
Okay. Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Yep. All right.
Thanksgiving, we're hosting a open mat at 8 a.m. here at
Okay.
Smash Iron Fitness. Come in and come all free if you do jiu-jitsu, obviously.
Got it.
If you wrestle, yeah, you can come by. But that is Thanksgiving, 8 a.m. And we don't know, maybe we're probably gonna be doing something Smashcasty on that day.
Yeah. How long is the open mat for? From 8 till when?
Let's just say 8 to 9:30.
Oh, okay.
8 to 9:30 is probably what we're looking at.
Okay.
All
right.
And that's it. That's the time that my wife gave me. She's like, it's that or nothing. I'm like, we're doing that.
We're doing that then.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Okay, so 8 to 9:30.
8 to 9:30. What else? We have our drug tested
Yes.
Smash Iron Fitness Open,
Yes.
where Sir Dog is going to be competing.
Going to be competing.
And
or at least doing something. whether
doing
I'm actually
something.
Competing or not.
So we have it completely sold out.
Yes.
What does that mean? 60 athletes
Yeah.
have signed up, and that's it. We're closed it out.
Yep.
No more.
No more.
So we are charging at the door for spectators.
Yep.
$15 for adults. Children 5 or under for free, and children 6 and over $7.
Cool.
Okay.
That's nice.
We'll have El Chino Taco here, and he'll be doing a all-you-can-eat option. So if you want all-you-can-eat tacos for the day, be $15.
Jeez,
Okay.
It's a steal.
It is a steal. I don't know if he knows what he got himself into, but I talked to him. He said it's cool.
I
so
hope he, that's awesome.
I love him. He has catered my wedding before, or he did my wedding. And so you'll have a entry wristband, and then you'll also be able to have a entry taco wristband for all you can eat. He'll also be doing a la carte.
Cool.
Obviously, PR Smoothie Bar, Perform and Recover Smoothie Bar will obviously be here,
Yeah,
offering
for sure.
smoothies, acai bowls, and fresh pressed juices.
So what time does all this start?
So doors open at 7.
Okay.
Rules meeting will be at 8,
Okay.
and lifting starts at 9.
Nice.
And this should be an all-day thing.
It will be a long...
Like day to night kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll be a long day.
It's
For
gonna be-
sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would imagine. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we will see.
Yep. Okay.
What I'm drinking right now is a Ghost. It's like Ghost creatine with like whatever, but it's good. It's like sour and watermelon.
Oh,
I'm such a Ghost fan. I don't know.
Hey,
It's
but
natural products.
I saw that you had some ghost things there. So, are we going to be starting to carry ghosts soon?
We should. I just need to. On top of the 100 things that I need to do.
Oh yeah, sure. After you get all that stuff done.
After the 100 things I have to do, I have to contact the ghost rep. He sent me over to Muscle Foods, and I have to talk to the Muscle Foods distributor guy because unless we want pallets of ghosts,
right.
then we can't go through ghost directly.
Got it. Okay, I see now. I'm understanding now.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything else in December?
So we have a Christmas toy drive.
Okay.
It's collecting toys for children in need.
Yep.
We are looking for donations of new unwrapped toys for local children in our community. Sorry. And if you want to, if you actually come by into our gym, we have the tree set up where you can pull off a tag, and it's going to be like, $100 tag, $20 tag, $5 tag, and depending on the tag, you can send the Venmo account on the back. This event is ran by Carly. Thank you, Carly.
Yeah, for sure.
She is a Smash Iron Fitness member partner in this. What is that? Static. You hear that?
Sure. Yeah, I do hear that. Not sure what it is either.
Is that it? Right here? Right.
I'm not sure what it is.
It's my beard.
She's also a powerlifter.
She is a powerlifter. Yeah. She unfortunately got injured, and she won't be able to compete.
Okay.
So that sucks.
That does.
But it happens. Okay, so this toy drive, we're accepting donations through Sunday, December 15th. And these toys will go to children in need.
Awesome.
We're also doing a Christmas clothes drive / hygiene drive.
Yeah.
Where is it over here? Christmas clothes and hygiene drive.
Yep.
Same kind of thing. Same kind of thing, but just clothes and hygiene. And donations will be good through December 31st.
Okay.
You can drop off these donations at Smash, and
so the toy drive's until like the 15th, and then the Okay.
Toy drive's till 15th, and then the hygiene clothes is 31st.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Oh, what's going on here?
I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, let's go back. What's going on? Done. Who's on?
I was just gonna wave, Pedro.
What's up, Pedro?
Pedro. Orf.
Yeah, baby.
Orf.
Cool. So yeah, and that's all the announcements we have for the end of the year.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
I mean, I feel like I need a break just even listening to all that. There's a lot going on. I need a holiday break.
And a holiday break right now.
Yeah.
Breaking time for Christmas music.
Yes. So Thanksgiving, what are you doing for Thanksgiving besides the open mat 8 to 9:30?
So Thanksgiving, I am hosting Thanksgiving for my family.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah. Thanksgiving is more of like of my wife thing. Like I love Thanksgiving, but like my wife is just like
she's all in.
She's all in.
So
she's gonna have her mother over, and they're gonna do the cooking and the baking and doing things, and I'm just gonna be taking care of the kids, maybe playing some video games,
eating.
That's right.
Yeah. Can't forget that.
Can't forget the eating. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? And what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm helping set up for the open mat.
Thank you.
I'm going to help put things away after open mat.
Thank you.
It'll be a deload day for me at the gym. We'll be doing a Smashcast of some kind or Smashcast Light.
Okay.
And probably early bet, man. Yeah, just a Thursday.
Yeah.
I try to be thankful every day. But Thanksgiving, I like dark meat on turkey.
You like dark meat? Okay.
Yes, I can't stand white meat turkey.
Okay.
Can't stand it.
I'm not really much of a turkey guy.
That's fair. I do love ham. So if they have ham, I'll pick the ham. But if they have a turkey, I'll do dark meat. Otherwise, I'll just go without. Stuffing's always good. The cranberry sauce that takes the
I think we talked about this last time, didn't we?
But it's worth
you like the in-bird stuffing.
Yeah, if it's there, I'll take it. But it's also very popular. So, but I'll take any stuffing. Any of the stuffing. Yeah, it could be from any source.
I'm excited to make at-home bobbies.
What are those? At-home bobbies?
Yeah, like
what?
From Capriotti's. Have you had the bobby? No?
Educate me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Interesting. Okay, so at Capriotti's, there's a sandwich called the bobby.
Okay.
I think it's called the bobby.
I don't even know what Capriotti is. It's a restaurant, I'm assuming, a deli.
You've never been at Capriotti's?
No. So, I'm lame.
Okay, so no, it's okay. So Capriotti's is a sandwich shop.
Okay.
Supposedly one of the best in town and blah, blah, blah. But they only have white bread. That's why I don't go there.
Okay.
Because it really, like, I eat that bread and it just bloats me the whole day.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, I feel like super full the whole day.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I like to go Jersey Mike's. Have you been to Jersey Mike's?
Yes, that I have.
Okay, Jersey Mike's.
Yep.
Jersey Mike's has wheat bread, and it's better for me digestively.
Cool. Okay.
Anyways, Capriati's has this Bobby, where it's literally Thanksgiving in a sandwich. So it has cranberry sauce.
Yum.
The kind of you like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It has stuffing, turkey, and mayonnaise, all in a sandwich.
I can taste that now.
It's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
I think it has a little crushed red pepper, crushed black pepper in it. It's actually really good.
That sounds good.
So I want to remake.
So you're gonna make that with bread that you like?
Yes.
Sourdough, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna be remaking that for sure.
That's awesome. Cool.
For sure. Cool. Making my own mayonnaise because I don't like the seed oil. So
yeah, amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Why don't they have mayonnaise with no seed oils? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Even the avocado seed, like the avocado mayonnaise, still has some sort of seed oil in it.
Weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about.
It's so frustrating.
I don't know about the source of like how you even make mayonnaise. Really.
I mean,
so.
Oh no.
No.
It's like egg yolk.
Yeah.
Oil. I want to say
like lemon or something.
Lemon. And I think that's it, or something like that.
Well,
and you blend it up. But like there's like different ways to make mayonnaise. Like I saw this one reel, obviously, Instagram you can get everything, right?
Pretty much, yeah, and it's all true, so you can count on it.
Well, yeah, whatever. There is this person that did boiled eggs.
Okay.
With boiled eggs, lemon, mustard, maybe.
Yes. That sounds like a double egg.
And they blended it up.
Yeah.
And it was mayonnaise.
Interesting.
So
okay. But
imagine the protein content of that mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
You know,
that sounds good.
Like it was like 6 boiled eggs.
That's good.
Blended it with like So I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, try it.
I like boiled eggs.
You have eggs.
I like boiled. I do have eggs.
Yeah, there you go.
Not for sale though, because that's illegal.
Because that's illegal in the city of Las Vegas and the county of Clark in the state of Nevada.
That's right. Gotta love the Megs though.
It's an unenforceable law though, if you think about it. But whatever,
dude. So let's talk about that real quick. So
yeah, sure.
I have this. So we have this acquaintance, friend, person that we bought eggs from one time, and she has her own. She is zoned to have 20 chickens.
Okay.
And 2 large livestock.
Okay.
So she has a little pony, and she has a little cow.
That's adorable.
And 20 chickens.
Okay.
But she goes all legal. She has like her everything you can possibly think to have chickens and to package her eggs and to sell her eggs.
Interesting.
She has it all legal, right?
Wow.
She's all about it.
Wow.
So she went in to go get it approved for it that she can sell her eggs in front of her house.
Okay.
For people can just pick it up kind of thing.
Okay.
And the city denied her.
Why?
I don't know. So I just saw this yesterday. I'm like, dude, this is so like. She was like heartbroken, bro. I was like, what? Like
there's got to be something wrong with this, dude.
For a person that like is like, I'm telling you, truly about going completely legal about everything.
That
and then she's like, and she's asking permission to legally sell her eggs in front of her, like at her property in front of her house, just for a pickup. She got denied.
There's something wrong with that. Like that's absurd.
It's like it forces people to just do things illegally.
Yeah, well, it does. It's yes. I mean, the righteous gets persecuted essentially. I mean, honestly, it's very. That's annoying. I'm sorry. That sucks. That really sucks. That sucks. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah. So.
I mean, at that point, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to sell it illegally because I don't care anymore.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I mean, like it's like I kind of live by this a little bit. It's like, just do it and ask for forgiveness later, kind of thing.
Yeah, you could just play ignorant, I suppose. But that's frustrating.
It's like what? It's like what can I do? Stop doing it. Okay, that's what I do with my gym. So like in my 2-car garage, I did it. I had a full. That's where I started.
Yeah.
And I got a notice from the HOA. And then I didn't respond until they was like, yo, we're taking you to court unless you cease and desist.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So I just took everything down, painted the inside again, repainted the inside, and I moved it to a storage unit.
Okay.
And then I had people in and out of the storage unit
Okay.
for a little bit
Wow.
before we opened this one.
So let me ask you this.
Yep.
For the next time, sheesh, I need to come in and get some work with y'all. Yeah, come in, bro.
Let's go.
We want you to come in, man.
Come on, bro.
Haven't
Miss
seen you in
man.
a while. I
Yeah.
like what you've been posting, though. So, all right. So let me ask you this:
Yes.
the next lockdown that happens, what?
What lockdown? Not gonna happen.
Just wait.
Just wait.
What do you intend to do with the gym? Like, what's your approach? I mean, you might as well just fantasize here. Like, what does that look like? The next lockdown.
I just don't know, man. If they lock me down again,
I mean,
I just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
part of me is going like the Patriot or Braveheart, like, take me, you know, like I'm going down with my ship kind of thing. But like, part of me is like, man, that's gonna suck if I go to jail and like,
Yeah.
and then my wife's just stuck with my kids kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, I'm to that point to like possibly go to that edge. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like there is so much destruction that happened during lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Mentally,
Beyond.
mentally for people,
Beyond.
business,
Beyond.
people lost their
Oh,
businesses.
beyond.
Like,
I'll never
You know,
never forgive the government for that. I'm just gonna say it now. I'll never
Like-
forgive them.
people literally lost
Never.
their livelihoods.
Yeah.
And okay, so that was just the lockdown.
Yeah.
And then people then lost again their livelihoods
That's
because
right.
they didn't accept the vaccine.
That's right. That's right.
Like livelihoods, like
Yep.
pensions and
Oh,
all that.
Absolutely. That's right.
So it's like that era was so destructive.
Yep.
So you telling like another lockdown, I don't think people are going to comply, man.
I'd like to think that, but that's actually I have no faith. I have no faith. People didn't remember during this election about 4 years ago. I mean, people didn't bring it up. I don't have any faith in the collective people of resisting. I think there will be more resistance.
The resistance.
The resistance. But I
Well,
actually
I'm
don't.
about that, bro. I'm about the resistance, and I think the strong men have to step up. You know,
Well, there's definitely enough of us. I mean,
Yes.
there's definitely enough, but
because
everyone has to do it. They have to do it.
Because if we combine together, we are going to be stronger together, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So if we have people
strong
together,
from a movie, right? Oh, that was awesome.
yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Yes, I still actually want to see that. Anyways, that's a different topic.
Yep.
Anyways, if let's say the captain of the ship,
Yep.
was like, we ain't shutting down.
Yep.
There's gonna be people here working out,
Yep.
and then people, and if someone and whoever
Yep.
whoever wants to come in,
Yep.
I'm sorry, we're locked. We're closed. Do you have a
Yep.
membership? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how can you even enter by doors?
yeah.
So there's ways.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I've tinted my front windows
Yeah.
because of that. Because we did have health district in front of our windows, in
Yeah.
front of our just watching people come in and out. And so that's why I had to tell people, okay, you have to wear a mask coming in
Yeah.
and you have to wear a mask coming out.
Yep. Yep.
I can't. I was like, I'm not wearing a mask inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. How am I gonna force you to wear a mask if I'm not gonna wear a mask?
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm not wearing a mask.
That's fair.
So
Well, and Vegas didn't shut down as long as
No.
other cities did.
we were blessed. We were blessed. We only got shut down for 3 months.
That's yeah.
because-
Seattle was far worse.
Yeah.
Seattle was a disaster. I like I said, I'll never forgive government for that. I'll never forgive the Republicans in 2011 for their brinkmanship for the budget and stuff, where we lost our AAA rating from S&P, Standard & Poor, and I'll never forgive the Democrats for shutting the cities down. So I'll never forgive them. I mean, the damage done. I mean, the kids. I mean, I have teacher friends who the kids these days are feral. Like they're lost. They're lost. We've lost an entire generation for several years, if not more. It's awful.
But you see
I
that
will
though,
never
like
forgive them. I'll never forgive them.
it was an attack. It was an attack on
Well,
our society
yes,
in a sense.
it's
like
absurd.
either subconsciously or both.
Yeah. And it wasn't. I think my issue was not the lockdown sucked, right? I think my issue with the lockdown is it was selective and arbitrary. So gyms were closed, churches were closed, but you can go to the liquor store.
You can go to Walmart.
And you can riot in the streets. So that was the issue. It was the inconsistency that I had a problem with.
Yeah.
If you're going to shut it down, then shut it down. But you can't play favorites here and there.
Yeah. Dude,
So-
I
Awful.
I just remember like going shopping the first month was like so funny. Like I had a mask, right? I had gloves. I had to like strip my clothes down in the front of the door. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah. I know for me,
we were so
I lost
like
my
quote unquote scared.
Yeah. I lost my innocence there. I won't believe anything that comes out anymore. I won't believe it. Aliens, won't believe it. Lockdown, I'm like, no, like whatever. If I die, I die. Like I can't, I'll leave it this way. I can't do that again. Not only won't I won't do it again, but I can't do that again.
Yeah. So you would put your life on the line if on the next lockdown.
Yes, because I don't believe it. I mean, the science wasn't even there. It wasn't there. It was not there, but they did anyway. So,
well, you know what? And the thing is, some people will and would argue against you right now. Literally, right now, they would argue against you, saying the science was there.
The science wasn't there. It wasn't there for the vaccines. It wasn't there for the masks. It wasn't there, even during the whole thing. Not just after the fact. It wasn't there. If you read it, just even what was available at the time, it wasn't there, and that's what I have a problem with. And so, from a analytical nerd perspective, what I also have a problem with is that whole period ruined people's trust in science, and that's awful. Because what then people go back to their own truth and truthiness, and so they've ruined the capital they ruined capital T truth.
But you know what? Going into the spiritual side, like I have so much faith though that I think that God used that.
Oh, for sure.
For His benefit.
Oh yeah, well, I believe 100%.
Well,
there's no doubt in my mind for that, none at all. I may not know exactly that, like all the things from it, but yeah, He definitely used that for good. He's in control of everything. So for sure, he extracted whatever He needed out of that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so I don't. So you think there will be another lockdown? You think?
Well, sure. Why not?
Why?
I mean,
why do you think
they got to do something? I mean, the best way to
here we go.
Yeah, the best way to control people is perfect division, 50-50. They've accomplished that, right? And so what you do is you keep on pushing the envelope until there's blowback, and then you kind of back off just a little, and then you let things settle. Then you push it a little bit more. So yes, it's into they're absolutely to their benefit. Because the reality is just what you talked about 10 minutes ago, that if people actually do band together and do something, they're done. I mean, they're done, but people are so leveraged financially in terms of energy and all this that there's the risk of them banding together and doing something is becoming greater and greater, which is what they want. They want the
it reminds me of the storming the Capitol thing.
Yep.
Right? Like they people supposedly, bonded together and they wanted to do that. And I mean they and some people are actually, so I do know a person connected to someone who's in prison right now.
Yeah.
One of my clients' sister's husband.
Okay.
He's like 60 years old.
Okay.
And he's in there.
Yeah.
And the reason that he's in there is that he was like in the outside of it. He got maced. Okay. And he didn't know where he was, and apparently he struck an officer,
right.
And so they have him in for that.
Got it.
And being there, so but they took records of people flying in, and anybody who flew in that day,
yep.
they took them.
Well, they
in.
They had to.
So it's like, so if that's kind of scary though. If you think about it, if we all band together,
well, yes,
and if they win. Right.
Well, they have to win. So let's rewind back. I don't know if people remember Occupy Wall Street. Do you remember that?
Enlighten me.
That's when people. Oh man, I don't remember what year this was. So someone's gonna have to look it up. But in New York, they basically there was an area in New York where people would build tents and all that. They would just occupy and protest things going on with capitalism and all that stuff. Right. Like that could have been something. It could have grown more, but eventually it just kind of petered out, and then eventually they cleared the camp and all that stuff. So, whatever people believe about the Capitol riots or insurrection or protest or whatever, peaceful demonstration, whatever you want to describe that, that's actually that's one of many things that have happened that shows what could happen if even some people do something. But imagine if you've got a whole swath of individuals just demanding something different. I mean, think about it. I mean, even this election. Let's go to the election for a moment. So let's forget who you wanted to win one way or the other, right? So at the end of the day, 56% of the people voted, okay? So there's still...
So 56% of the total population of America voted.
Well, yeah, 56% of the eligible people voted.
Got it.
So the numbers aren't final, but it doesn't matter. The point is there's 44% of people didn't vote. So anyone, either candidate, Harris or Trump, could have won all the states if people actually showed up. But they didn't. So it just goes to show that it can happen, but people have to do something. But people are, for good or for ill, this is not a judgment call on my part, but people have other things they're trying to optimize for. They're like, okay, well, I can't lose my job, so I can't afford to do this. I had a conversation with someone the other day who was like, look, I'd like to be more vocal, but I'm just, I've got a wife and I've got kids and I can't risk it. So it's like, well, and so now people are...
That's it right there.
Yes, and so people are in more, like I said, higher leveraged in situations now, and now it's a household level. Both parents are working, then you've got one person having a job and then a side gig, they got kids, they got things to worry about, groceries are up, gas is up, blah, 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 blah. So there's too much to risk.
At risk, yeah.
And so there's...
And that's exactly, and that is the same thing for a lot of Americans.
Oh, 100%. And so...
Most Americans. So they won't do anything because they don't want to risk losing.
Yes, that's right.
It's losing what they built.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the only people who are going against this are the people who have made the calculation that... my brain turned off. Are the people who don't have anything to lose. I'm not educated on this, but how do our votes count when it's the electoral votes that actually make the president? Yes, that's true. It is the electoral college, but there's enough Republicans and enough Democrats in any state to make that state in the electoral college blue or red. Even California. Republicans could win California if all the Republicans showed up. Democrats can win Utah if they all showed up, but they don't. And that's fine, but that's a consequence of it. But yeah, I mean, the whole reason... Okay, let's go in this for 60 seconds. The Founding Fathers did the Electoral College for this exact reason. They didn't want a powerful, strong central government. People need to understand that this is the United States of America. This was purposely done this way because people set this up, wanted the states to have a good amount of power. They purposely did not want a strong, super strong, undeniable federal government. That's why we've got two houses. We've got the executive branch, we've the judicial branch, and we've got this electoral college stuff. It was what we're seeing now was built into the system for this exact reason. We're not like other countries where everyone vote and the majority wins. Like that. That's not how this works. And so the intent was back then, if you lived in a particular state, that actually meant something more than it does now. And so people forget that if they're living in Tennessee or they're living in North Carolina or whatever, that, they live in the United States, sure, but they're more of a Tennessee citizen. They need to think more that way, but they don't. So our votes swing the Electoral College, and then they vote based on the votes of the people in the state. Yeah, so Nevada voted for Trump, mainly because Democrats did not show up as much as they did in 2020, and there were more Republicans that showed up to vote. But Nevada is actually a perfect example where it does not take much to swing it. In fact, the difference between Trump winning all the swing states and the difference between Harris winning all the swing states, not much. We're talking about minuscule amounts of votes, tens of thousands of votes, and that's it. So it could have happened either way. But what I'm saying is there's enough people who don't even vote that you could swing all the states one way and then all the states the other.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I mean, it's kind of cool, though. It's kind of cool if you think about it. Like, the Founding Fathers, right?
Yeah.
Like, developed this. So it gives power to the actual state.
Yes. They wanted, yes, because remember, they were rebelling against the King of England. They did not want some massive central power. They wanted a decentralized, fairly decentralized government because each state at that time was doing their own thing anyway. They were territories. They were colonies. So they're doing whatever they were doing. And so they had to all agree. The Georgia, which was a plantation prisoner state, all the way up to New York and all that stuff, they all had to agree about if we're going to be United States, what does this mean? And so it was a compromise, it was a confederation. So they purposely built a weaker central government for that reason, to retain states' powers. They also wanted to make sure of church and state separation. But what they wanted to do is not keep the church out of the state, but keep the state out of the church. So they purposely built all this stuff. And is it clunky? It is clunky, but that's by design. That's by design. Because back in the day, if they did a situation where majority votes win, then all the more popular states with more of the people could be driving what all of the original states did, and they didn't want that. Georgia didn't want New York to, tell them this is what we're doing. So that's why. So
every state is so different because of that.
Well, it is, and people forget that the U.S. is not just the U.S., but it was built this way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you a data point of one. One of the reasons I moved from Washington State to Nevada, apart from weather and sun and all that stuff, is I could not stand the politics in Seattle or Washington at all. And I knew that coming to Nevada would be at least a purple state or at least a swing state.
Mm-hmm. And
so I had better chance of what, the other, I would have moved to Tennessee. So it was between Tennessee and Nevada.
Interesting.
Because they're both tax-free states. That's number one for me. But two, it's like I didn't want to move back to New York, for instance, whatever. So it's politics. And so what happened during lockdown, going back to lockdown, people actually moved. So things got so bad in their states that people actually moved. There was a huge exodus out of New York, Illinois, New Jersey, California, and they moved to purple or red states, Florida, Texas, Arizona, all those different kind of places. And so people actually voted with their feet to leave that situation. And so California during the apportionment in 2020 lost an electoral vote. I mean, they went down from 55 to 54 or whatever, because so many people left. So movement is a thing. Like if you don't like something in your state, move. Now that's easier said than done, but but 2020 is a good example of people actually did that. They left the high taxes, they left the lockdowns, and they moved to these other areas. So, and like I said, I'm one of them. And I'm not the only one. I know of others who did the same exact thing. And businesses are doing the same. Leaving San Francisco, going to Texas, and all that stuff, because it's like, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? So.
Well, because it was busy. It was busy. That the money was there supposedly, but like it just didn't make sense anymore.
It doesn't make sense if you do.
I mean,
but if you really think about it, the fact that people are moving businesses and personal and changing states because of it, like that's a pretty powerful statement. I mean, by the time that things get to that point, then what you're starting to see is a sorting of individuals, where California is now more blue and et cetera. People are moving to where they feel more comfortable to move. And I personally find that interesting. I don't think we've had this kind of migration, this intense inner migration happen in quite some time. Now, I mean, it's petered out a little bit, obviously, but California's still bleeding. Illinois is still bleeding. Massachusetts, New York, all of them that are moving to, again, the red and the purple states. So, I mean, there's consequential. Texas gained like 3 votes or whatever. So, I mean, there's real consequences to these kinds of actions. And yet people are doubling down in California and all that stuff, and people doubling down in Florida. Like it is what it is.
I just recently watched The Patriot with Mel Gibson. And so I haven't watched it in a while.
It's been a while.
And it just kind of put me in perspective, like of that specific time, of 1776. And what needed to happen. And he said no because he knew by going to war, it would be on his property, which by him saying no, regardless, it came to his property. And that's it's those times that you have to figure out what sacrifice are you willing to live with. Like, I regret getting the vaccine? The answer is absolutely. But I got it because at that time they were threatening that you can go on a plane without a vaccine. And I needed to fly back and forth to see family and stuff. But you actually talked me out of the booster for sure. Nice.
But I do regret getting the vaccine. But it just goes to show, like, that's kind of what I asked you about the lockdown. Like, what, and maybe this is a broader thing in life. Like, you have to really figure out, like, what are you willing to sacrifice? And I fear that people will sacrifice far less or nothing at all when it really comes down to it. And maybe I'm the same way. I don't know. But it's worth doing some soul searching. But the only way it's hard to say, here's what I would do, but we know what was. We know what people did or did not during lockdowns or during whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like I think as a business owner, if they would lock me down again, I think I would stay open as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Until
they start threatening you with some credible threat.
Well, and until they throw me into jail, honestly.
Okay.
You know, and then
I'd bail you out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. So there we go.
Yeah.
So I'll go to jail
So
for
Taylor,
you guys.
hey, just hit me up if you know.
You hear that?
Taylor will be your phone call,
will
but
go to jail to save this community.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, I don't care. You know, it's like, and this has been such a blessing to people, not only just to me, but I know for a lot of people, this place has been such a blessing of like for physical, mental, and spiritual health. Now, honestly, so I think I think we've tapped into that last one, and it is a beautiful thing. So I will protect it as much as I could, and I can, as much as I can. I will protect it. It ain't happening again around here.
I
mean, there's only so much we can do, you know.
Yeah, ultimately.
It's like I have this buddy who was like he's like telling me about like this nuclear war and things like that and blah blah blah, and I'm just like,
well, at that point, like I can't do anything about that.
What I mean, like it's just like what I don't know. I don't know. There's like we're talking about nuclear war here. Like we're all dead.
Well, yeah, I had this conversation with someone like that, and I'm okay with that. Like, if that's how it comes, at least I live in a major city that's going to be bombed. I'm like, okay, cool, because I would not be able to survive in a post-apocalyptic world anyway. So I'd be like, okay, then I'm dead. And I'm like, okay, cool, awesome, good life, like it was good enough.
Yeah,
like, I'm okay, but I can't control any of that. But it's worth at least understanding the evil in the world and how people do and what people do with power. To me, that's what I look at is
man and power, man.
Yeah, you really want to know the worth of a man or a woman. Give them power and see what they do. And
I live by that.
Power corrupts.
I live by that. I honestly, truly live by that, and I've done that multiple times. I've done that to multiple people.
It's true.
And we'll see how you come out.
That's right. And sometimes they do nothing. Like they don't do anything. And sometimes they do good. And sometimes they let it go to their head. And So they send mines and long-range missiles to Ukraine.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Exactly. So ridiculous.
Yep.
But I mean that's a true testament, though. The true testament of character, honestly, is to give people power.
For sure.
I mean, it can be in the smallest degree.
That's right.
Or the largest degree.
That's right.
But you will truly know a man's character by the power that you give him.
And I mean, even if it's something, however they wield power in something small is exactly how they would do it when they have. Something large.
Exactly. So, well, it's like with the talents thing, right?
Oh,
it's like what are you going to do with your 5 talents?
That's right.
Are you going to turn it into 10? Are you going to turn it into 20? Or are you just going to bury it because you're scared that you're going to lose it?
Yeah.
Well, Yep. Let me get those. Let me take those away and give them to somebody who will.
That's right.
Who will multiply
I'll give them
them.
the one that has the most.
Exactly. So what does that tell you?
You got to do. You have to be a guardian of what the gifts you're given.
More than because the guy who buried him.
Not a guardian. I mean a guardian. You have a steward. That's what I mean. To be a steward of the gifts you're given, whether it's talent or time or money or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like you have to. You can't sit idle. Like that's not. I don't think God likes that.
No.
To be honest with you. Like I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anything in the Bible that suggests that you just kick back and do nothing with it.
No.
In fact, I think there's enough evidence in the Bible that says not only do you do something with it, but do a lot with it.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, like if God knows, for instance, that you're going to be doing a lot with a little, He's going to give you more so that you can do even more with a lot.
Yes.
So so I don't know. I just find it fascinating.
So we must do.
Yeah, I find that fascinating. I find that fun and fascinating.
We must do and do more.
Do and do more. Do and do.
Do and do and do.
We're running out of battery, bro.
Yeah, we are.
So we might have to.
We're at 40 minutes right now, so I think it's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's actually a good Smashcast.
That's amazing.
All of our ranting.
It's okay.
It's whatever.
It's all right.
This is what it is. Unbridled.
Yes. This is a chance for you guys to get to know us a little bit deeper. If you guys finish the whole thing, we really truly appreciate everyone watching this and supporting this, and actually I wanted to get some more guests on. So I think the next guest I'm honestly thinking about is doing like a Renato.
Yes.
Renata Canuto.
Yes.
And then a separate one with Raquel.
Yes.
And then a separate one. I want to bring in Bart Kwan.
Yes.
I think that's his last name. Sorry, from Barbell Brigade.
Cool.
He said he's down to do one.
Cool.
You know,
Let's do it.
I want to bring on his wife,
do it.
Gio. So we're gonna have some new guests on here.
I like that idea.
Before, you know, I just have to get my 100 things I
Yeah,
have to
we
do.
just add it to the list.
Just add it to the list.
Do it. You know.
And I got to upload the last one, so don't worry.
That's right.
But again, appreciate your support.
Yep.
And if you guys need anything, just let us know. Let's not forget to promote the December. So December, we are having 1 month completely free of training.
Yep.
So whatever, let's say you want to do 2 times a week or 3 times a week, or even 1 time a week, right?
Yep.
Completely free on December. With obviously, we want you to be committed to one by January.
Sure.
To start January for a fresh 12 weeks.
That's right.
But December, 100% free.
Yep.
It's no one's gonna get paid. You are gonna get.
literally.
You are gonna get. You are gonna benefit.
Yeah.
This is a time for you to get launched.
Yep.
A time for you to get better. And enjoy this gift.
Yeah.
You know, and we again just want to give and give back.
Yep.
And this is a way that we can, especially for the holidays.
Especially for the holidays.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Smashcast number 51. We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Peace.